Hello and welcome back to another Watchalong. Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. I've got two polos in my mouth. That's why it always sounds muffled. Make sure to like the video as you're coming in. As usual, we always try our best to entertain you lot and try to be consistent. And I'm sorry for the late update about this Watchalong. I only decided I was going to do this last minute. But we are here regardless. And what do we do? What do we do always? We start with the team news, but I need to put. I should have done this earlier, but I do need to put this on the community page, which you guys are always on. You guys are always looking at. But give me a sec, and I will be doing the lineups. Okay. Versus Man United. Okay. Okay. All right, let's present. Share screen. Okay. I nearly just shared my StreamYard screen. Hello, Fuego. How are you doing, bro? How you doing, man? Just about to share the lineups for the game. Okay. For Crystal Palace, Dean Henderson in goal. Back three, Nathaniel Klein, Joaquin Anderson, Chris Richards, Munoz, Wharton, Hughes, and Mitchell. Olise Eze behind Mateta. That front three is, well, Mateta's been on form. And Olise and Eze, you know what they're like. Onana in goal for Man United. Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, Evans, and Dalot. Kobe Mainoo and Ericsson. Garnacho, Mount, and Anthony. And Højlund up front. Mark Guehi's back. But he's only fit enough for the bench. Amad Diallo is still robbed of a start. Here's the thing, guys. Man United's midfield are going to have to deal with a lot today. Now, Bruno Fernandes is out. It's the first time he's missed in a game in his life due to injury, apparently. But Kobe Mainoo, Mason Mount, and Christian Eriksen are going to have a lot to do with a boxing midfield that is Wharton, Will Hughes, Olise, and Eze, especially when Will Hughes is on form. I'm sure we're going to talk about many stuff as well. I'm sure we're going to be talking about the West Ham news as well today. But yeah. Sullivan going for cheap option and using the fake buying links to be like he wanted to be at top clubs. Yep. It's typical David Sullivan. Sullivan in a nutshell. I don't want him. I didn't want Lopetegui. I don't want Lopetegui at this club. But that sums up David Sullivan, doesn't it? That sums him up. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to just get behind him and all of that nonsense. But yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. There's literally nothing I can do about it. I don't know why other fans are now trying to lecture us on David Moyes again. We literally watched 5-0 yesterday. But I guess that doesn't matter according to neutrals. Context doesn't matter. I don't get that either. Context should always matter. There's been a weird trend today of Everton fans trying to lecture us on David Moyes. Just because he managed you like 10 or 12 years ago doesn't mean I have to put up with him now. Now Moyes in are hating on Claret and Bruce, saying finally you got what you want, Moyes is gone. Typical online, innit? Just typical people being online. Yeah, they are predictable. Like, well, it is what some of us wanted. We wanted Moyes gone. I don't know what they mean by that. Is that, like, this is the thing with people as well. What people don't get, even if Lopetegui was to fail, you're going to have the media and everyone be like, oh, we should have kept David Moyes. Just because the next option fails doesn't mean we should have kept the previous option. Because the current option we have is failing right now. And that's facts. It is failure right now. It's complete failure. But they think that because another option failed, that means that Moyes was a success. In terms of Moyes overall, he's a success. In terms of Moyes now and in terms of this season, it hasn't been a success. Like, two can coexist at the same time. And to be honest with you, unless it goes completely pear-shaped, I'm not going to get onto the manager, whoever comes in terms of their first season and what they're feeling, as much as I might not like Lopetegui, in terms of like the right fit for West Ham and whether he's the right fit for West Ham in general. My main thing is that I'll give them time. But unless it goes completely pear-shaped. Like, for example, if we're in a relegation battle, I'd assume it's because we haven't reinvested properly. Like, if we had reinvested and rebuilt and he's got us in a relegation battle, then I was completely right about this Lopetegui guy. But other than that, like, if it's, I feel like we are still under Lopetegui, still going to get battered. I feel like he's gonna, like, I remember at Wolves he was like, I want an English core and all this and all this stuff. I remember when he first came in to Wolves, he was talking about English core and all that. Core and English core is fine depending on the England players you buy, but there's not many English players that are good unless you want to buy from the Championship. If you want to buy from the Championship, that's fine, but not with the English core we have right now. I think that's why Cresswell's getting it. Like, if Cresswell will get a year extension, that is going to do my fucking head in. I don't want to see Aaron Cresswell again. I don't want to see Ben Johnson at this club. I don't want to see Aaron Cresswell. I don't want to see, as much as I love Ogbonna, I don't want to see Ogbonna either. And the players are coming out of the tunnel for the Crystal Palace Manchester United game. But yeah, like YouTube channels are allowed to express their own opinion. Like, most of us have wanted Moyes out. Like, even big up E20. He wanted Moyes out eventually as well. But he's onto the owners as well. Like, we're all onto the owners. Like, West Ham Fan TV, he's onto the owners, and they're Moyes out as well. Like, a lot of us are Moyes out. A lot of us have been Moyes out. It is what it is. Like, we are getting what we wanted, yes. But we are also onto the ownership, like, as usual. Like, I've never liked the ownership ever. There's not been a point in my life where I've liked the ownership. When I started to understand what a football owner does at a club growing up, I've never liked David Sullivan. I just realised my thing's on the HD channel. Oh wait, yeah, it is. It just doesn't. My picture's just acting up. Picture's just fully acting up. Ugh. I reckon Palace are going to batter United. I can't lie. I think they're going to batter them. This banner is too bright. I do not like the colour of this banner. What is this colour, man? That should be better. That's a bit darker. Can't get back to the colour I had it to. But it is what it is. This is the branding for now. This Ten Hag guy, we'll see if he gets sacked as well. He might get sacked at the end of the season. Because there's constant managers being linked. It's kind of died down now. I saw an Athletic report about him might stay. He might be staying. But all this hype about Ineos at Manchester United and their new ownership, and there you go. This is the thing. Palace will do well next season because of Glasner and maybe the reinvestments they might have in their squad. But they've got to also replace Dougie Friedman, who's going Newcastle as well. Obviously, as well, I'll be keeping an eye on my phone to check any news and any breaking news I will talk about on this. We're getting to that point where we're in May. We're 6 days into May, so we should be getting even more breaking news than usual. Is like the transfers, the manager news, etc. But right now, um, there's not really much going on. I think most of us always knew that um, that Moyes was going to go, but a lot of people panicked. I don't really. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give Moyes a send off. Yeah, he deserves that against Luton, but um, after that, hopefully, I don't have to fucking talk about him. Apart from the video essay that I'm gonna do at the end of the season. Other than that, uh, I want to be in a situation where I don't have to talk about him anymore. To be completely honest with you. All right, let's do this. Okay, this banner still looks too bright. No. Oh god, that's not good either. All right, keep it that color. That color should be fine. I don't know what changed. All right, game's about to start. All right, started. By the way, player to watch for this game is Adam Wharton. The guy's been a revelation since he's come in January. With how Man United structured in midfield, they're going to get boxed up by the four in midfield that Palace have. I just see them. I just see them putting Man United to the sword in this game. Dallo Ericsson is Hoyland. Just backs into Klein. Wonder if we see Mark Gurhey for at least like 20 minutes or whatever. He's had a long injury. I don't know whether Mark Gurhey's even played under Glasner or whether he played at the start. He hasn't played many games under Oliver Glasner. So I think he played that Brighton game where Roy Hodgson got battered and he got sacked. Anderson is Elise. Oh, that's beautiful. It's Tarek Mitchell. Cross, Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans being that only fit centre back is crazy. Elise, the shot, blocked by Evans again. Corner Palace already. Their only fit centre back is their oldest centre back who is injury prone. But honestly, to be completely honest with you, it's one of their better players. And that's saying a lot about Man United. Adam Wharton with the corner. Short corner. I hate watching short corners. But Eze's done well there. Mason Mount tackled him there. It's gone past Wharton. Garnacho's flick doesn't work. Mitchell. Oh, Tarek Mitchell. Unlucky. It's a good tackle from Evans there again. Good reading of the game. Palace started energetic. Obviously, I've got watchalongs tomorrow and Wednesday for the Champions League. We're back 3 days in a row. And then, back to normal with the whole schedule. Obviously, we'll have the preview for the Luton game, even though there's no point, but we'll have one anyway. And then back to usual with the schedule. And hopefully, there's more news coming out because what I don't like doing on the channel is reporting on rumors. I don't like doing rumors. Reason why I did the Amarim video is because by credible source. If I see a thing by a credible source, yeah, it's still a rumor, but it's credible. I'm not gonna find any source on the internet, do it by any random reporter, and just be like, "Yeah, I'll do a video on that." I'm not going to do that. Oh, Nana's completely fucked up. He's just giving it to Will Hughes. Tries to be too smart with his distribution. Don't know what Eze was doing there. Man United, if they lose today, they are below Chelsea, which is mad. Casemiro. Henderson. Poor from Munoz there. Henderson against his former club. Don't rate the goalkeeper at all. He can't command his box. Great interception from Munoz. The goalkeepers. This it's just everything's been intercepted from the goalkeepers on Mateta. Man, he's not like the thing is Mateta's obviously done well for Palace as of recent as well, but um, I think Palace will still want to try and find a striker because if Mateta's not fit, then Edward comes in. And this might be a purple patch from Mateta. They might be like, okay, I'm fine with everything. I won't sign a striker. Then they don't sign a striker next season, and then they're fucked. And then Mateta struggles. Wan-Bissaka's playing left back again. I've never liked Wan-Bissaka playing left back. I've never liked watching it. Make sure to smash the likes while you're in here. Thoughts on Moyes digs at Alvarez. Yeah, obviously the whole thing to do with like Declan Rice and stuff. Apparently, he's realised from two games left that uh, Declan Rice was the answer. Maybe if the thing is, there's a lot to dissect with that because it's not like let's get on to what you were saying first about Alvarez. Like Alvarez could do a great job, and he was actually one of the better players yesterday. Um, one of the players that looked like he was trying at least. But I don't know. Moyes is just scapegoating, in my opinion. He clearly didn't want Alvarez. Clearly didn't want him, but he's the guy who keeps all the balance up. And maybe like last year, I never thought Moyes lost the dressing room. I just thought the ideas weren't working, and he was just making stupid decisions. So, but by the time it's got to this, I've never bought the idea that Moyes has lost the dressing room. But what I will say, I think that's it's come to a point where even the players are like, "What the fuck are we doing?" So I think maybe him and Alvarez maybe not fond of each other. Hope Alvarez stays. I don't think he's going to leave. So whether it's Lopetegui or whoever, I think he'll be better than he's been played at, and hopefully we don't have to see another three-man mid. Hopefully I don't have to see the midfield of Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, and Suchek, all three of them together at the same time. Um, they got didn't bring up missing Rice until the end of the season. Yeah, I was going to get onto that. Big up Josiah. You see Josiah in the chat sometimes. He even put the screenshots on Twitter. Yeah. He put the screenshot on Twitter where he said he said that we were better without him. And it's just hypocrisy. It's just an excuse at the end of the day. It's just we're missing £100 million man. And the reason why it's such a poor excuse is like you might as well just given up then. If that's what you really have thought, you might as well just give up then once Rice leaves. If you can't do anything then, because people have made the point that he's kind of exposed himself with the tactics then, because it's making up for to make up for the whole pragmatic nonsense. It was Declan Rice this whole time, his physicality, his presence, etc. So maybe that was the thing the whole time. But my thing is, he's just making excuses. He's just making too many excuses. If I'm being completely honest. And if he really thought that was true, he should have left with Declan Rice. Then, if you really thought that, I don't know. We beat Chelsea at home with Declan Rice. We beat Arsenal away. Without Declan Rice, we beat Tottenham away without Declan Rice. So I don't understand why we have to get battered all the time. But I don't know. Maybe it's not Declan Rice. Maybe it was the manager. But can't say that. Then those Arsenal fans pop up again, clowns. Yep, Arsenal fans are internet warriors. I mean, every football fan's an internet warrior. Like all the weirdos you find online, all the football Twitter weirdos are just very more excessive if you mention anything to do with Arsenal. Like even if they don't follow you, they will find something to like say to you, which I just find hilarious because I don't get the obsession because they're like, you're obsessed with us. We're not rivals and all this. Well, okay. Well, I mean, they're the ones talking way more. Like that's what I don't get about Arsenal fans. But luckily, hopefully, they're not going to win the league. Is Eze good defender from Casemiro? That was a good pass from Mount. Cut out by Anderson. But yeah, this Declan Rice, not like we acted like he was a one, but we were a one-man team in Moyes' reign. Um, he was a big part of it, but we had Suchek box to box in the first full season Moyes had. We had Lingard for 6 months. We had Fornals playing well. We had Bowen playing well. Antonio playing well. So we had Cresswell and Sufal playing really well in that lockdown season. So yeah, bit of bullshit as well. Is Casemiro playing centre back? Yeah, they don't have anyone else. Even Cambuala's injured, the youngster. So Cambuala's injured. Maguire's injured. Maguire's out until the FA Cup final. Lindelof is pretty much I think Lindelof's injured. Varane's injured. Lissandro Martinez is injured. All in one specific position. That is mental. Even Luke Shaw's injured, who would have probably also played centre back as well. Like if another one of their players gets injured at centre back, either Evans or Casemiro, more so probably Evans. I don't know who else they're going to play there. Yeah, because they're really running out. They're going to have to go under 21s again and find someone else. Because Cambuala was actually all right. I know he got spun a bit against Bournemouth, but overall in that game he did all right. Johnny Evans ball over the top, headed away by Klein. Seemed to revive his career somehow. Palace's squad is fucking old as well, but at least they've got some young, vibrant players. Like I know Eze's not young anymore, but he's exciting. Elise's exciting. Adam Wharton's exciting. Mark Gurhey probably going to leave. Joachim Anderson's good experience and a good player, but hasn't had his best season. Jesus Christ, pardon me. That was disgusting. Tyrick Mitchell, Chris Richards, so they've got a blend, I guess. Foul to Man United there. Ericsson, quick free kick. Henderson comes to collect it. It's interesting to see how they're going to. Well, I say how they're going to play without Bruno. I honestly don't think that you take any of these players out of this Man United team and it make a difference. I don't think it does. Even Mainu's been kind of swarmed by this Eric Ten Hag nonsense. Obviously, as well, Ipswich and Leicester have been promoted, so congratulations to them. Especially Ipswich, their first time in years. Is Elise, can he finish? He can! It's 1-0! 1-0 Crystal Palace. And that won't be the last either. It is 1-0 Crystal Palace. Michael Elise scored. It's a great finish as well, but there was so much space there. So much space. It was very easy. But it's not going to be the last either. There'll be a few more. There'll be a few more goals from Palace in this game. It was a quick throw in from Munoz. Elise gets past Ericsson. Casemiro thinks he's still playing in midfield. He goes past Casemiro. Mainu doesn't even do anything going up to it. Mainu, has he lost pace or something? I don't understand. He should have got to Elise there. He completely mistimed the first standing tackle there, but basically, he kind of stumbles to finish a bit, but it's still right in the corner, so. Anana was never getting that. Anana was never getting that. Eighth goal this season, and he's barely played. You see Elise with a fully fit season. Like, I mean, he deserves a move. Obviously, Man United have actually been linked. I think Elise should really be careful because going to Man United or Chelsea right now is a big risk. I'd actually say go to Chelsea is less of a risk than going to Man United. I think Chelsea are more of a structure than Manchester United. And Man United have had longer stints of failure, and there's more pressure. Even though there's pressure at both clubs because they're both very successful. Yeah, they're going to do really well under Glasner if they invest right in the transfer window, especially if they get a couple of attackers, maybe they get a couple of replacements for the players that are going to be linked away. I think, obviously, the players are always going to be linked away is Gurhi, Eze, and Elise. I only see maximum one of them going. There's a possibility that none of them go because I'm pretty sure all of them are going to be put up for a high price tag. I don't know whether Gurhi's got a couple of years left or whatever. I don't know what their contract situations are saying. But overall, they're probably only going to have one sold. And again, as I just said, if you put enough of a price on them, they got to come in. People got to come in with a lot of money with all this FFP nonsense. I mean, if we was ambitious, we would try and get one of them, but we're not in a position to. We're not even going to have Europe next season, so there's not really any point moving from Crystal Palace to West Ham. So it is what it is. No other drinks in my house. I've been drinking water for fucking 7 days, bro. Wasn't Fonseca's contract almost done? I don't think that was anything concrete. Unless you mean his Lille contract. His contract at Lille, yeah, he's running out. If that's what you mean, then yeah. His contract's running out at Lille. I don't know. Again, I've just heard good things about Fonseca, so maybe he would have been a better option than Lopetegui. I don't know, but it looks like we're getting Lopetegui now. Also, this Man United attack stinks. Anthony Garnacho Hoyland, that stinks, man. Yeah, Lil, why did we go for him? He's definitely on the short list. Don't know why we didn't go in for him. Unfortunately, I don't know how David Sullivan thinks. I don't know why David Sullivan thinks the way he does. But yeah, this is what David Sullivan does. Makes stupid decisions all the time. Ten Hag with his thick coat making his head bigger. Another throw from Palace. Mateta just bobbles out. Casemiro is Dallo. Here's Anthony. Back to Dallo. Man United attacking. Here's Mason Mount. Mount blocked by Klein. Oh, Anderson, this is a great transition and Mateta can do something here. Can he find Eze and Elise? It's a failed pass, man. Too easy to read from Casemiro there. Man United haven't done anything. Apart from that shot from Mount, we've seen nothing. I just realised Man United could finish 8th, you know. That would be mad. Because that would be joint with Moyes, ironically. Water gets fouled there. Not sure that was a foul, but whatever. Let me look up. Hold on, let me look this up. Because they finished 7th. No, they finished 6th under Ranić when we finished 7th, when we got into the Conference League. Man United. I don't know where. I think they finished 7th because I saw something about Ten Hag could break another record because he's broken so many bad records. 13-14 was it? Yeah, 13-14 season. Man United finished 7th with 64 points. Moyes left Everton, and Everton finished above him, which is funny. West Ham finished 13th that season. 7th place. And they can finish lower than that. Something tells me that they won't, because Man United get lucky, but I would say 8th would be deserved. 8th would be deserved. Man United get away with a lot. They've gotten away with a lot this season. They always get that jabby goal, that jabby last-minute winner, that one of them odd jabby results. So I could just see them doing that again, pretty much. Man United are not breaking Palace down. Maynard Mount has gone through everyone again. This Hoyland guy cannot trap a ball, man. Cannot trap a ball. Henderson, they want to start counter. There's Munoz. This Munoz guy's probably gone a bit under the radar. They've needed a right back for a while, especially when their right back option had been Joel Ward and Nathaniel Klein. Maybe they needed a bit of an attacking option as Wharton, or as a bit of a dodgy pass to Hughes. Hughes has done well there to recover. That's a very great recovery. The thing is, Mason Mount and Mino are going to have to cover for the energy of Ericsson because he's not mobile at all anymore. Palace on the counter again. Put that into Munoz. Munoz. Elise and Mateta's blocked it. That's a foul. That's definitely a foul. But Mateta could get out of the way there. Could have been 2-0. They've been terrible, Man United. Terrible. Yeah, Mateta blocked that. Just one of them unlucky shots. One of them unlucky ones. I don't know what Ten Hag's style of football is at Man United. I don't know what they tried to do. Even under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I just knew that they sat back and countered. Under Ten Hag, I don't know what they do. Supposedly, Anthony might get suspended for calling Ten Hag bald egghead. And supposedly, Mount is the snitch. Where have you found this, bro? Where have you seen this? Where have you seen this? Bald egghead. He's not going to be a hairy egghead. I think Anthony should get a pay rise for that insult. Elise. Munoz. Mitchell. Elise again is straight out. No. Let me empty this bin, bruv. Brazil edition Twitter. Okay, yeah. Well, is that the All Things Brazil account? Hold on. Let me look this up on Twitter. Bald egghead, you know. Oh my god. Globo Sport. I doubt this is true, bro. Being called a bald egghead. This might be the funniest headline ever, bro. Anthony is at risk of being suspended for the rest of the season. The player called Ten Hag a bald egghead in the team group chat. If that's true, that's hilarious. It would be Mason Mount to snitch as well. You just know he's that kind of guy. He's that kind of guy. He is the kind of guy to snitch, man. Definitely that kind of guy to snitch. Screaming snitch in that team. Chris Richards is Eze. I haven't seen enough of Eze this game so far. Oh, he's just taking Casemiro for a ride there. He's not going to get the foul off that. He does dive a bit too much. Garnacho on Klein. That's a dive as well, in my opinion, but that's been given as a free kick. Does he get touched there? It's barely anything. Just because there's contact doesn't mean it's a foul. It's a contact sport. That's what pundits do nowadays, especially in this country. Oh, well, there was contact. Yeah, well done. I should have streamed today. I'm tired. I barely slept. Like when I did that Lopetegui video, I woke up an hour earlier than I should have. And then I went on my phone and I saw the notification of exclusive Lopetegui agrees terms. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. I saw a fake report about ex-West Ham employee that is ex-West Ham employee reporting that is off. Some fake account, some bot account tried doing that. God. Mason Mount's taking a free kick. I would have put Ericsson on it, but whatever. Then again, Ericsson's going back in behind. Here's Christian Eriksen or Mason Mount taking it out. Eriksen wasn't bad. It's a corner. Not a done deal, apparently. Corner in from Man United has gone. What the fuck has Dean Henderson done there? It's 1-1, but I just don't understand what's happened there. To me, honestly, that did not look like a foul. Has that been given a foul or not? I'm not going to update the score yet. I'm going to keep it off for now. I don't know what just happened there. Hold on. Hoyland, no, listen, if that Arsenal one was a foul, that's a foul. But I think that would be disallowed. Because don't get me wrong, yeah, Dean Henderson does flap it crosses a lot. And I mean a lot. He's not very good at commanding his box in general. But yeah, he does nudge him there. And it's been given as a foul, I think. Yeah, still 1-0. That would have been the most Man United goal ever. He does need to command his box better and be stronger, though. Oh, Minu's flopped it! Michael Elise again! Oh, Elise's fucked it. Oh, you went to work with 2 hours of sleep on Saturday, bro. If you're a madman. I think the least I've done when like go work, school, whatever. I've done 4 hours. Anything less than 4 hours, I'm completely fucked. But the reason why I'm more fucked now when I do streaming is because no matter what weekday, no matter how much sleep I have, every weekday I go gym, and obviously you get tired when you go gym because you're doing this shit. So by the time I get to the end of the day, I'm fucked. When I was working on the same day as the West Ham Liverpool game. I barely had any sleep. Doing my longest shift, I was working overtime. By the time I got home, I was cooked. And I went on stream afterwards because whatever, because I needed to do a match reaction to the match. But yeah, I just needed to go to bed, bruv. It's Klein. And when I'm like tired. When I go sleep, when I eventually go to bed, I don't. I actually struggle to sleep. On the way, I was going in. On the way back, I was going in and out of sleep because of the air blowing through the window. No, I know that feeling, man. I know that feeling. I know exactly what you mean. In when I went to college nearly 5 years ago, so like start like September 2019, and then I left off like around COVID time, and I wouldn't really sleep that much. I was getting 4 hours of sleep, so I would sleep in between the breaks. Like they had this lounge bit, and I would just sleep on the sofas. Like, and I didn't really get like deep sleeps or anything, but it was mainly like closing my eyes because some of these days were long. By the way, like some of the schedules I got in college were ridiculous. Like every Thursday, I would have a 2 hour break in between their lessons. So the day was longer, but there's a 2 hour break. So I went college in Shoreditch. So most of the time on Thursdays, I'm walking around Shoreditch eating and then just going on my phone. Really, I had AirPods at the time. I just used AirPods and watch YouTube somewhere, chill in the lounge and watch YouTube or something. It was so boring, but I mean, looking back, it wasn't that bad. But it was just a two. Like, who puts a 2 hour break in between lessons? It just made the day very long. It was pretty much a 9 to 5 day, but with a 2 hour break, and that doesn't sound like a bad day. But going from school, normal school after that in college, I was a bit like, oh, every Thursday I had to do that. Yeah, I just get me home immediately. Like that was just long for me. Like in school, you can kind of like what in secondary school and primary school, you get 2 breaks. Obviously, your normal like playtime, whatever. I can't remember how long playtime was. I think it was half an hour both times. I could be wrong. I think it was half an hour in school in primary school, in secondary school. I don't know. I think it might have been 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna guess it was half an hour. But for lunch, we got like an hour, or just over an hour. And to be honest, it's over an hour is not enough. Over an hour, it like in terms of just over an hour is not enough. Because half that time you're lining up trying to get your food. Like half that time you're eating, you just want to go play football. Is Eze? Got to get up early tomorrow as well. This is just long for me. This is long for me. Then I'm going gym. Then I'm doing a stream. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow as well. But the grind doesn't stop, I guess. Bro, we only used to get gym for the period and then lunch for 45 minutes. Oh shit. Even no, that's way too short, man. When we had PE, me and my friend were sometimes we would be allowed to use the school gym. So it's like if we had like PE last lesson, so we only you only had how it worked in my secondary school was I don't know whether every secondary school is like this. I'm assuming it is. Oh, yeah, 2 lessons, 2 hour lesson. Like I think it was 8:30 to 10:30, then half an hour lunch, no, half an hour break. Sorry, and then you get to 11 or something. Yeah, yeah, I've got that. Uh, you get to 11, and then another 2 lessons. So that would take you to 1. Then you had form time, which was one of the most pointless things ever. There was literally no point of having it, but it was there in it. I don't remember what form time was for really. Um, but you get 20 minutes of form time. Then I was out by 1:20. I'm remembering it now because I'm going through it in my head. And then We had, I'm pretty sure, an hour and 10 minutes of lunchtime, and that would take us to 2:30 or some shit like that. I think I've just fucked up the times there, but whatever, innit? And then I think we ended at 3:15 or something, no, yeah, it would have been one. It would have been like 2:15. We had to be back in or something. Then we ended at 3:15, something like that. I don't remember because I had been obviously I left school 5 years ago, so I don't remember now. But it was something like that. But when you have that one lesson after lunch, your last lesson, if the last lesson was PE, sometimes me and my friend would go gym, so we get be in our PE kit already. Then we don't have to spend all that time getting changed and stuff. It kind of made you look like a dickhead because you're kind of just sitting there in your PE clothes, kind of waiting for other people to do their shit. But I don't remember if I went on my phone at that time, but I think you was allowed on your phone in the changing room. They had this bullshit rule of like red zones and green zones, some shit like that about when you could go on your phone or not. The best part about school was leaving, so that was the best part of that. In high school, we got out at 2:15, and on Wednesday at 1:05. Oh shit! Well, you had like half days. That's interesting, actually. That's a different dynamic. Did you just start earlier then? Did you start earlier than 8? Or was it normal? Was it 8 till 2 or 8 till 1 or something like that? The best part, like, obviously exams like GCSEs and that in your last year is a bit different because you're kind of just going in to do your exams and then going home. I didn't mind that dynamic because as much as I hated exams, I didn't have to take a bag with me. All I had to do was take my blazer, which had my Oyster, my keys, and my phone, Oyster card for the bus, and maybe a bit of cash if my mum allowed me um, to get a sweets or a drink after school or something. Nice cold drink after you're tired from school. Sick times, like off the local off license, and you didn't even have to take a bag. You just go home after your exam, and it was just better like that. Start at 7. You know what? I guess I guess it's kind of the same then. Obviously, you went early then on Wednesday, 1:05. Was there any particular reason why the Wednesdays was earlier then? Man United have done nothing, bro. See, this game's so boring. I'm talking about school. I'm talking about fucking school and the good times, even though school was fucking shit for me. I went to school in Ilford. It was shit. No breaking news or anything like that yet. I always adjust the camera when I'm moving my Mac because when I turn the stream off, I've got to adjust the Mac back down and all that. One day we'll get good lighting for these streams, but we're gonna have to put up with normal lighting for now. I've got LED lights in the background, and that's it. No, ever since kindergarten, it's always been like that. Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's actually interesting. I can't lie. The most annoying part in secondary school is a bit different from because in primary school you had an assembly every day. Like I don't remember the schedule in primary school, but obviously primary school is a whole different dynamic because you're staying in one classroom. The only time you really go out is playtime, lunchtime, PE, and you had an assembly every day. But you only had an assembly once a week, um, in secondary school, and it was for your whole year. So the assembly days would change every year when you're in year 7 to year 11. So that was but that would usually come up where form time is meant to be that 20 minutes of form time. But sometimes these assembly lot are just a bunch of people just chatting a bag of shit about stuff you're not interested in, stuff that you do not need to know, stuff that no one gives a shit about. and it takes up a bit of your lunchtime as well. Like if we got early lunch, we were gassed. In high school, you could skip the first 3 periods before they would call your parents to say you were absent. Oh shit. Oh shit. You know what's mad? I think I never ever had 100% attendance every year, but because I always missed at least like 1 or 2 days. And I would be like, oh, I was sick or something. But I wasn't ill often, but I would always. I don't think I've ever had 100% attendance any year. I missed 1 day, missed 2 days, whatever. For whatever reason. I don't remember what half the reasons were for. I probably was just ill or whatever it was. But I don't get ill often. Palace on the attack again. Mateta's gone straight past Johnny Evans. Mateta, it's 2-0! It's 2-0! Finally another goal. Finally another goal. He just smacked that. You can tell that man has no technique. Just smacked it. Johnny Evans got done. I don't know who gave the ball away or if Palace were attacking. I wasn't really paying attention. But Palace 2-0 up. How are you feeling after that? Well, after the Palace goal? Or just after the Lopetegui stuff? By the school, there was apartments with a fence. Me and my friends would chill there and go school in fourth period. Oh, fair enough. You couldn't really escape in my school. You couldn't really go anywhere because everyone would see you leave anyway. You kind of just like we had this green bit, and then there was a park around the corner. Then there was a Sainsbury's right at the back of the park. So you were gonna get caught regardless. The moist stuff. Like my main feeling is finally. Like, I want to be respectful, but my main feeling is finally I'm sick of having to see this bullshit that we see in the media and from fans that don't watch us. I don't give a shit about these people, but it's just annoying because I don't like it when people comment on football and they don't watch football. So I'll watch football. I'll watch teams. I wouldn't comment on something that I don't know about. That's why I wouldn't, and that's why I haven't pretended to talk about Fonseca when we've been linked with him. You would have to time it perfectly because the school had a golf court that would patrol. Oh shit! Fucking hell. But yeah, with the boy stuff, I'm just relieved. I'm just relieved he's gone. I'm just relieved. I don't even have to think about it. As much as I don't want Lopetegui, we won't have to talk about Moyes again. We'll have to talk about something new. If Lopetegui is really gonna I need him to like technicians because we've got technicians in the squad. So I don't want to see another midfielder Ward-Prowse, Souček, and Alvarez again, but we'll get into that. I remember in school as well. I'm relieved as well. I think we're all gonna just have a peace party after. I remember in school as well. Lunchtimes, the only times you can leave lunchtime in school, I think, was year 10 and 11, maybe just year 11. It might have been just year 11, actually. I'm not sure whether we was allowed to leave in year 10. But the problem is, there was a McDonald's next to the train station and bus station. The train station and bus station were right next to each other, pretty much. And there was a McDonald's right there. And even though the McDonald's is right next to the school, by the time you're walking to the McDonald's to get to your school, the lines are fucked. By the time you get your food, lunchtime's pretty much over. And everyone would go to that one. So everyone would just, instead of going there, we will go to the local Sainsbury's because even though Sainsbury's is busy, it's not as busy as the McDonald's or the chicken shops. So I wouldn't really have lunch. I would just have a snack at lunch. Freshman year, me and my friend were chased by an administrator, but he had to go back because he was out of the zone. What the fuck? Chased by an administrator, you know. Oh, you're mad. Fucking hell, man. Do you know that I've been... we're just going through school stories now. Like, I wasn't really a bad kid. I was just I just never did my homework. Like I would just the only times I had detentions was because of homework. Like I never had a detention because of bad behavior, just because of homework. Like I was just lazy, innit? I just couldn't be bothered to do my homework. Luckily, there's no kids that watch this channel, so they think, no, it's okay to not do homework as well. I'm not that big yet. Minu's having a howler of a game, by the way. I like Kobe Minu, but he's having a howler. He looks cooked, bro. This system just makes Man United players look cooked. But yeah, we would just go Sainsbury's to get food or something else because I would only go McDonald's after school because after school, like yeah, you're gonna see people from your school in there, but you got time after school. And I didn't live next to the school. I didn't live anywhere near the school I went to. So I had to get the bus home. Like, I had to get the bus home for 5 years. Even at the end, I would just walk with someone that lived in my area. Oh fucking hell! What's your worst school moment? Fucking hell. There's a lot of bad ones. I hated school. Bro, school was my dark times. School was my dark times. I would say, there's quite a few. There's quite a few. If I had to narrow it down, it would probably be. I got laughed. Let's say I got laughed at for a certain situation on a school trip by pretty much the whole. Not laughed at, but there was a song that came out at the time that kind of like was an inside joke of taking the piss out of the situation in times in year seven. That was bad at the time, but you're in year seven, it's childish. But that hurt me at the time. But this and it's year seven, you're like 12 or whatever. Um, and I guess in year 11, probably I used to do music. So I used to do music. I used to make music and stuff. And I'll constantly get laughed at because of the music I was making. Don't get me wrong, the music was shit. I probably did deserve to get laughed at. It was shit. But uh yeah, I guess those times. That was a great. That was a great. To be honest with you, the only time I really enjoyed school was when it was snowing. It was snowing for a day. It was snowing like don't know whether anyone remembers, but in like 2018. Wait, sorry, let me get to your comment actually before I go. There was a Walgreens next to the next to the apartment, so we chilled there. Is a Walgreens like a store, bro? Like an off license? It's like a shop. Um, Only time I enjoyed school was when it was snowing. Like when it was snowing in like 2018, and it was like full sled of snow. Uh, and school got cancelled in the middle of the day. So we would go like our lunchtime was pretty much the end of the day, so we got to leave pretty much halfway through, and we played football in the snow. It was on concrete still, but because we couldn't feel the concrete because it was just snow and ice, so we just played football in there. That was the only day of school I ever enjoyed. Because the school was shit. The environment was shit. Yeah, it's a store. Okay. Oh yeah, that's calm then. You're just chilling there. I would just honestly, if I was the kid that bunked school, I would just go to the off licenses. I would just go home. Well, to be honest, I would just go home. But yeah, the only time I enjoyed school was the day where it was just snowing, and then the next day I didn't know school was cancelled. So I woke up in my uniform, walked out. It was snowing. Checked, and then my friend texted me saying school was cancelled. Then I went back to bed. So school was cancelled the next day anyway. But that was fun. And then I just went on PlayStation, and then my friend's school was cancelled because my friends all went to a different school. I was talking to them. Half time in a Man United game, 2-0. This is fun. This is better than actually talking about the fucking game. We're just chatting. That's the thing. School was a weird time, man. School was a weird time. That's a shame because I went college, and college was, even though I was chatting about the schedule earlier, college was actually probably one of the better parts of my life where it was like education based and stuff. But I had to half the year had half the part of my first year had to end because of COVID. So I went college in 2019, and then 2020 hit. I had to just leave because I actually went, and they said, "Oh, it's closed because of COVID and stuff." So I had to get the train back. I went college in Shoreditch, so it wasn't anywhere near where I lived, but it wasn't a bad train journey. And college was one of the most more enjoyable times because you have like this sense of independence from when you leave secondary school. When you go to college, it's like this good sense of independence, and yeah, it was just fun. It was just fun, and and college is in a specific subject that you get to do. It's not like English, science, maths. Fucking hell, I hated science, hated English, hated maths. I hated every subject apart from music and PE. And to be honest with you, I'm not very good at sports. I'm a little bit fast, but I was nowhere near as fast as anyone in any of the top fastest people in my school. I was only a little. I think I was just surprisingly fast for what I looked like and for what people thought I was. I think people just expected me to be a lot slower than I was. I wasn't. I wasn't even stronger than anyone else. Wasn't anything like that. It was just mainly mainly quicker than people thought. But college was fun. But I actually went back, so I had to do one. I had to do first year. It was a 1 year course, and I had to do an extra 2 years. Extra 2 years, but I ended up leaving in the middle of the year because it wasn't as fun as the first year. You got Chelsea fans at your school. That's a shame, bruv. Wait, did you wait? You went. I'm assuming you went to school today then. Wait, actually, it's bank holiday. Did you go to school today? I didn't realize it was bank holiday until I went gym, and then my gym was packed. But yeah, that you must have got a bollocking then. Or you're gonna get a bollocking tomorrow. Uh, like looking back at what primary school was fun. Primary school was actually really fun because all primary school was, yeah, you just played football and ran. That's all you did. Played football or ran, or you played. We had to just like as kids as well as kids. You find fun out of anything. Oh, tomorrow you got school tomorrow. Fucking hell, yeah. Good luck. Like as kids, you could find fun out of anything. So in primary school, when we didn't have the sponge, we played on concrete. And you're only allowed to bring in sponge footballs. I don't know whether it was like this for anyone else, but you were only allowed to bring in sponge footballs. But when no one brought the ball in, everyone was upset. So the alternative game was we got to play with these tennis rackets, and we would just set up this match where it was like half tennis, half catch. So it was like a hybrid of a cricket tennis match, and you're kind of just like hitting it in the air and hoping that the other side don't catch it. It was a pretty flawed game at the time, but as kids you don't care. You just make up the rules, you agree to the rules, and you try and hopefully no one gets upset that they're breaking the rules, etc. As you got, Joy, that's funny. My only like time where I was a bad kid, I hit one of my friends with a skipping rope, and I didn't realize how much it hurt him. I just thought, yeah, I'll whip this skipping rope. I hit the guy on the hand, and I got sent to this thing in primary school called the reflection table, where you have to sit at this table and just reflect. So you miss lunchtime. I didn't mean to do it. I did something else like that as well, and I got sent to the reflection table again. But I didn't mean to hurt the guy. But yeah, that's funny. Fabrizio has posted. In the US, we never played football. Or just other sports as well then? So just was it just basketball and American football then? Are you Mexican? Fuego, you're Mexican, right? Did you go to? Was you born in the? Are you like a American Mexican, or you like Mexican heritage, but you were, like went to school in America then? Oh, I just saw you post that Mark Colbridge fucking clip. I've never I've never been a fan of his. Not anything personal. Just its content's never been for me. A border bunny, you know. That's crazy. Is that what you get called, yeah? Do you know what's funny as well? Like, the jokes you used to make in school as kids, yeah, like 13, 14-year-olds, as like banter, you get cancelled for that shit now. And I don't really think that um getting cancelled is much of existence unless you say something absolutely mental. But um honestly, some of the shit that we used to joke about in school, like, it was fucking mad. But that's the thing, like, you're just kids. You're just kids. Fabrizio's reported Chelsea are open to selling Romelu Lukaku in the summer for the value of release clause negotiated last summer, 38 million. Clause is part of private agreement with Lukaku's agents and open to any club, not only Roma. And I really, the only reason why I know about that release clause is because I remember trying to trigger it on Football Manager, but it didn't work. Me and my friends used to say out of pocket stuff until freshman year in 2019. Oh shit, that's the thing. Like, me and my friends still say out of pocket stuff now. Like, I remember seeing the interview. I think it was with UK rapper RD did a podcast with Chucky. Like, if all your group chats with your friends got leaked, we'd all be cancelled. We'd all be cancelled, whether it's your WhatsApp group chat, your Snapchat group chat, your Instagram group chat. I think the first group chats I was in like WhatsApp, and it was like I was in year 8 at the time, and it didn't really work because I ended up getting kicked out. I wasn't really rated like that, you know. But the first proper group chat was like Snapchat group chat. I had a couple Instagram ones before, but what I only have one group chat now is WhatsApp, and we actually don't really talk much in the group chat. But there's like 8 of us now, and honestly, to be fair, like, I think if we all looked at each other's group chats, it would kind of be like, why the fuck do you say this kind of shit? Not even in terms of like it's out of pocket or anything, but it's just weird, and people would be like, why the fuck is that your humor? But it's just inside jokes and that. I don't think people get it half the time. Mark Goldbridge having a meltdown. I'm not fucking surprised. I'm not surprised. The thing is, I'm not going to be that guy and say, what do you expect and all that? Because you can be angry as much as you want. But are they surprised at this point? Do they think they have anything to play for? The thing is, if you like these Man United players, Man United fans, um, they will still keep half the players. Some of them still want the managers to stay. So what do they want? Like, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. But I'm all for Ten Hag staying. Get Eric Ten Hag to stay. That's what I think. But yeah, it looks like the Man United meltdown's going to be fun tonight. The Spurs meltdown was fun yesterday. Obviously, apparently, Man City sent a cease and desist to Mark Goldbridge. I only knew what a cease and desist was like 2 weeks ago or a week ago because of this whole Drake Kendrick stuff and all that. But yeah, I've only just seen about a cease and desist now, and that's hilarious. I can't remember what we were chatting about when it came to school, but in primary school, it was actually like who was the fastest, who was the best at football, who was the best at this, who was the best at that, and that was it. You kept running, kept racing in the playground until you figured out who was the fastest in your class. Wait, hold on. See the tweet you made? What, the Goldbridge one? Because yeah, I saw that one. The how old is this man one? Yeah, I just saw that. Oh, bruv, these Man United fans about cheating. All this they'll deny everything in the Fergie era, then they will call um Howard Webb cheats now. Howard Webb's not there anymore. Howard Webb used to lick Fergie's ass, bruv. They were definitely shagging. And now they're complaining about Howard Webb. No. Jesus Christ. Talking about Howard Webb. The excuses. Instead of giving accountability to your team, this is what they do. Why does Kobe Minu look so slow today? Like, it's got to be the system, surely, because everyone that plays in that midfield looks fucking slow. Man United are going to ruin Kobe Minu. And then people are going to call him overrated. People are going to call him shit. So what Man United do? Look at Pogba. Look at Di Maria. Look at Sancho. Why do they all fail at Man United? Because of Man United. Talent killers. I've been saying this for a long time. It's talent killers. They do this all the fucking time. Ugh. I don't know how Man United could have come back from this, but it would be typical Man United to bring it back to like 2-2 or some shit. I spent 20 minutes, about 30 minutes that half, talking about school. I just like, how, wait, just like, you're still in school. Are you in secondary school then? I doubt you're in primary. But are you in like year 11 now or some shit? It's definitely not a foul, by the way, that Dean Henderson stuff. Sixth form. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going to be long for you tomorrow then. All these Chelsea fans. I would like in my school. So I'm trying to think. Secondary school. No, let's go back. Primary school. Most of the kids supported, if they didn't support West Ham, it was either Arsenal or Man United. But I think there was more Arsenal fans and Man United fans than there was West Ham fans in my primary school. In secondary school, and it was mainly, yeah, again, Man United and Arsenal fans. It was them two clubs all the time. There was more West Ham fans in my secondary school than it was in my primary because secondary school was bigger. But from what I remember, because I don't remember half the people that went to my school because it's been a long time ago, Man United and Arsenal were the main clubs. I'm pretty sure. So I didn't really have many footballing conversation. There was a couple Tottenham fans. There was I think it was I only remember one Tottenham fan. I only remember one Chelsea fan. Um, there was a few Liverpool, but it wasn't that many Liverpool. There wasn't any City fans. There wasn't any Newcastle. Like there was no one obscure. There was no one of them obscure teams where like I don't know. There was no like Leighton Orient fan or anything like that. Because to be honest, I think half the like especially of the boys anyway, but especially of the boys in the school, there was like half of them didn't like football anyway. Half of them did like football, half of them like football. Half of them were into other stuff. Second half is coming up. But to be fair, I didn't really in secondary school I held a bit of it. But in primary school, it was a bit worse because it was like Man United won top form, and one of my best friends was, at the time, was Man United fan, and he would just always talk to me about how shit we were, like Avram Grant, Allardyce, all of that. But in secondary school, I went in year 7. Allardyce 14-15 season. But we didn't really have many good seasons. Like, to be fair, the time I mainly talked about football was when we were the last season at Upton Park. I remember when I went to the last game at Upton Park against Man United. Oh shit, second half just started. I went to the last game at Upton Park, and then I went to school the next day because obviously it was a midweek game. Oh, your Wi-Fi cable disconnected. Oh shit! At least you're here now. But yeah, I went to school the next day, and all these Man United fans were talking to me about, "Did you go to the game? Did you go to the game?" Because obviously it was a big thing about. Obviously, last game at some park I ever went to, and that's when I stopped going football afterwards. In the 16-17 season, it was my last season for a while because I kept going football after school, which is long, and I didn't like the stadium either. Oh yeah, Man United have definitely they've fallen so off a cliff. Even in school, it wasn't like it was bad for me, but it wasn't bad for anyone else because, well, obviously, as I said, Arsenal and Man United fans were the only two fan bases that really went to my school apart from West Ham, and both of them are like fallen giants almost. Like Arsenal are back now, but in school it was like Wenger out era, and I'm trying to think. Yeah, year 11 was Unai Emery season. And I left. I didn't go sixth form in my school. I didn't want to stay anywhere near my school after year 11. I haven't been anywhere near my school ever since I've left. I've got no reason to go back to that area. But uh, yeah, that was Unai Emery era. When I went college, obviously, funny enough, some of you guys would have seen Alfie on the channel. Me and Alfie went college together, so that's how I know Alfie. And there was only like 4 or 5 guys in our class, and we were the only two that liked football. There was one person that could play football, but I don't think he watched it. So only me and him were like talking about football and stuff. And we're talking about West Ham and Arsenal even then at the time. But that was fine then. Because that was I remember being so gassed, yeah, when we beat Man United 2-0 under Pellegrini, the season he got sacked, where Cresswell scored that free kick. I remember coming into college the next day being gassed, being so gassed. Because we got into college next day just being gassed because like I'm wearing a West Ham shirt. Because you can wear what you want in college. That's the best thing about college. You can wear whatever you want. I'm coming in with my West Ham top. One of the staff that worked there was actually a diehard Man City fan. But he's from London, but he's a diehard Man City fan. Like showed me pictures of him younger. I'm pretty sure he showed me a picture of him younger, supporting City. So that was interesting. But there was an Aston Villa. I'm pretty sure there was an Aston Villa fan as well. Like none of these guys are from out of London. I went college in London as well. So it's weird, but like I actually survived the. Like I could have had it worse because West Ham was shit in school, especially in that 2018 era. The whole sticking the flag in the middle of the thing era, like the Burnley era, where Moyes was here the first time, Bilic was here. Yeah, that era was long, but at least we could have been worse. We could have got relegated and stuff like that. But because I didn't go to school like deep in East London, like proper East London, I probably survived a bit more. Oh, it's a beautiful ball from Henderson over the top from Munoz. I like. Oh, climb and overlap. Oh, Eze! Oh, straight into Onana. Straight into Onana. Like, Palace are really good, you know. They've been on form. I know they drew to Fulham, but You never know with Fulham. You never know what Fulham like. Marco Silva, for as long as Marco Silva stays at Fulham, he'll be fine. They'll be fine as a club. I probably would have taken him over Lopetegui. I know Lopetegui's got more credentials, but I feel like I know more what I'm more getting with Marco Silva. He probably wasn't on our shortlist anyway, and Sullivan wouldn't have paid the compensation, but it is what it is. Anthony shot straight at Henderson. Getting desperate already. Is Rashford on the bench? Is Rashford injured? Did Lopetegui really sign Cunha and Rodrigo? What? Rodrigo at Real Madrid? I doubt it was him that scouted him. Oh wait, Rodrigo. Was there Rodrigo at Wolves? Uh, he did sign Cunha, to be fair, but he didn't really get the best out of Cunha because Cunha just started there. Gary O'Neill got assistant better out of Cunha. The thing is, he was playing players in weird positions at Wolves. I'm not really looking forward to this. I'm not a fan of players playing out of position, quite obviously, because we had to put it with David Moyes. Rashford's not on the bench. Their only attacker is Diallo. That bench is ridiculous, by the way. I'm not sure it would have been his complete choice to sign whoever, because that board at Wolves clearly didn't align with him. But I don't know what he thinks is going to happen here. I had Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, Tottenham fans giving it at me a lot. See, that's suffering right there. I only had one Tottenham fan. We barely talked about football though. One of my mates at the time. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. But we're cool. We have each other on like Instagram and stuff. But I didn't really have to have that much chat with Tottenham fans. And there was only one Chelsea fan that went to my school as well. And we weren't even in the same class for most of it. The only time I talked to the Tottenham fan about football was when we beat them 1-0 at their ground. Oh, Casemiro, there's a goal. They've got one back. Oh, it's offside. Casemiro had two chances and went off the post and he scored the rebound. Was he offside though? Oh, he was way off. That's a horrible time run. Horrible timed. I've seen Casemiro do that before as well. Like those kind of runs, like you just should go straight forward all the time. Like by the time Eriksen kicked that, he was pretty much next to Henderson, and he missed the first one. If Palace get one more goal, it's calm. Otherwise, it's going to end up like Villa Chelsea the other day. As much as like Erik Ten Hag, he's got a lot of injuries and all this. It's been all season. It's been all season. We can't like he's had enough transfer windows. And everyone's talking about project, long term project, and all that. But you gotta have something to believe in. You gotta have something to see. You gotta have something to see to believe in. And if I was a Man United fan and I'm looking at Ten Hag right now, and Man United right now, I wouldn't know what like what the early signs would be to be encouraged by in terms of style of play, in terms of squad building. I think the Mason Mount signing is very pointless. I'm not going to comment about his season really, but it wasn't a good signing. It wasn't needed. Like when does like if Bruno Fernandes is your guy, you don't need to sign anyone else really. Doesn't get injured. Like this is the first time he's got injured. But that's if Bruno Fernandes is your guy. If you want to find an upgrade on Fernandes, whether you think Mount's better or not, it's not a significant upgrade, even if you think it's an upgrade. Because Bruno Fernandes probably has a better final ball. Mount has more energy. Like neither of them are that good. Supposedly, my goat Santi Jimenez is joining Spuds or Milan. He was our form ever since January on. 3 goals until yesterday. I watched him against Lazio in the Champions League where Feyenoord faced Lazio, and I thought he was all right. I can see him joining Tottenham. I mean, that's an AC Milan signing if I've ever seen one. Hopefully, Edson tells him to join. I mean, hopefully we're in for him. Hopefully, Lopetegui wants him. Oh, nearly 3-0. It could be worse, Man United could be losing 5. Listen, if we're the reason why Pochettino is still in a job at Chelsea, then I guess that's the only positive I can take from yesterday. Evans to Hoyland. This Hoyland guy, all he does is just back his ass into a defender and does nothing with the ball. Is Eze, Mitchell, straight out. No. That third goal's coming. That third goal against Man United is coming. Man United, Palace got a corner. Don't know, Man United are good at defending corners. I don't remember particularly. I want a manager on the touchline going crazy and entertaining. I want a character, yeah. I don't know whether Lopetegui is that. I think he does have more personality on the touchline than Moyes, that's for sure. But Will Hughes is another save from Onana. Jesus Christ, Onana's making this less than 2-0 right now. But yeah, there's not really many managers like that anymore. Ever since he scored an own goal versus Atletico that eliminated them from the Champions League, he would miss easy chances to penalties. He might be a confidence player then. And to be honest, the phrase confidence player is probably not. It's just shit because everyone is probably a confidence player. But you know what I mean, man. Wharton, Anderson, goal, 3-0. Tyrick Mitchell scores 3-0. It might be VAR because I think maybe the original cross maybe was offside. But that third, as I said, I was literally saying this a minute ago. That third goal was coming. 3-0 Crystal Palace. And anyone that had a feeling today that Crystal Palace was going to win, I'm pretty sure most people did. I don't think Palace have a good record against Man United, but they're doing a double over them this season. A short corner as well that really worked. Like, it's just terrible all around this. No, Joaquim Anderson's onside from the original thing as well. And there's no foul in that. The parade was special for me with the fans. Yeah, it was. I was. Did you go to the parade then, Josiah? What part of the parade did you go? Was you at the Stratford one on Green Street? Because I just went straight to Stratford because it's easier. So I was waiting nearly 2 hours for when they came out. When they eventually came out, then I was obviously celebrating, like, from whatever, an extra another 2 hours or whatever it was. Yesterday, he got a brace and an assist. I mean, fair enough then. Like, he might be back on form. Obviously, their manager's leaving as well. I reckon he's probably better than Hoyland. I reckon he's better than a couple of strikers that are in the Premier League, to be honest with you. So we'll see. Amrabat's coming on for Anthony. What's going on then? Is Mason Mount playing right wing now? I went from Upton Park. You walked from Upton Park to Stratford? You did the whole parade. How the fuck did you do that? bro. Because that's hard to do as well. Because like, there's bare people. Like the whole of East London was getting taken over. Leighton Orient fans must have been pissed. Yeah, I just went straight to Stratford, and there was this prick that kept waving a flag in front of me. I had to tell him, can you stop waving a fucking flag in front of us? Because like, I'm trying to fucking see the thing. His passing and dribbling is getting better. He's not slow or fast, so I don't know if he could go to the Premier League now or Serie A. Joy, you don't even need to be that fast to be in the Premier League, you know. Like people are moaning at Ivan Toney now. Watch Ivan Toney next season. No matter what club he plays for, he'll be sick again. And he's not quick, but he can do the job. I think as long as you got some technical ability, you can definitely get away with it in the Premier. You actually, if you got technical ability, you can do better than the average player in the Premier League. Because the people that just don't focus on technical ability, they get judged for effectiveness, and they mainly go off moments of strikers. Yeah, with my family, during I was sick, I went with my mum. My dad was there, but I didn't get to see him. Both my parents are West Ham fans, so when my dad, I went with my mum, sorry, and her friend's a West Ham fan. So and they've known each other for years. Well, with them and her niece is a West Ham. My mum's friend's niece or some shit like that was there as well. So all four of us were there as West Ham fans. It was mad. They did it a day after the final, which was kind of long, but it made sense. Obviously, fun fact: the full parade, the full Stratford parade, is on my YouTube channel. It's on the YouTube channel, so I mean, you guys can watch that if you want to watch back the parade. You can watch that. I made sure I filmed the whole thing because I can look back at that and just be like, "Well, that happened." Robin van Persie trains the strikers at Feyenoord. I wonder if he has told them to stay or leave. He'll definitely be in his ear giving him advice. It's good to have a striker coach like that, like a proper mentor as well. Because if you don't have them in the changing room, it's good to have them as what's it? It's good to have them in the staff. Like when we had Teddy Sheringham in 2014-15 on the Afrosaka, that was good. Header saved by Henderson. They can't clear out Man United. Garnacho could have gone down there. But yeah, it's good that Van Persie's there because when we had Teddy Sheringham, we had a striker coach. We need a striker coach for whatever next. I think Lopetegui should get a striker coach if he's going to bring his. He's obviously going to bring his own stuff. Wan-Bissaka to Hoyland. Wan-Bissaka giving the ball away. We're nearly on 300 subscribers. We're like 20 away. So if you can share it to somebody who isn't subscribed, guys, that would be great. I'm on the road to 500, as all of you regulars know. So we will get 500 this year. I'm telling you, we're actually doing way better than I thought we would. I can't believe we're nearly on 300. I had a lot of subs recently from the Jimmy stream. So big up to Jimmy. Minu to Garnacho to Dallo. Holding the back post, doesn't get a head on it. Yeah, Man United, this is pathetic, man. Like, it doesn't surprise me, but it's just pathetic. And whether they've had their full team or not, I don't think Ten Hag's full team does anything still. I expected a bit better this season from Man United. But they've played like this pretty much all season. I was hoping they'd do something against Arsenal, and they've not lost against Arsenal at Old Trafford in a while, but Arsenal are a way better team than them. And if they play like this against Arsenal, they're fucked. They're going to end up like Tottenham. Did you like Slaven Bilic? I like Slaven Bilic as a person. As a manager, I thought he was a bit one-trick pony, a bit reliant on Payet. I think he played too many players out of position, like Chicharito left wing or like Antonio at the back and stuff. He said Antonio could be one of the best right backs in the league and stuff like that. And then he ended up not buying a right back in 16-17 season. Obviously with Sam Byram and Arbeloa and stuff like that. And then it all went to shit. He nearly killed Declan Rice's confidence when he came off against Newcastle in that game where we lost 3-0 and stuff. I think he was a big mismanager. I think it was a great character to have. Box office and press conferences. Great pundit as well, by the way. But he was for me, he wasn't good enough, but I always like him for that 15-16 season. So appreciate him for that. But I think there's a lot of again, like Moyes, there's a lot of sentiment there, but I don't think Bilic was that good as a manager, I'm afraid. Elise! 4-0! Fucking hell, big up Rob in the chat. This is awesome for my Newcastle, woohoo. Yeah, Newcastle, you've turned your season around. Chicharito was finished after he got this personal trainer that ruined him in his body. Oh, is that what finished him? Was that when he was at the MLS Fuego? Was that also when he was at West Ham? 4-0 Crystal Palace. I don't think anyone's surprised. His prime was at Leverkusen. Yeah, his prime was at Leverkusen. Man United are crap. Big crap. They are big, big crap. By the way, I want to say, honourable shout out to Munoz at right wing back. Casemiro, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. And Elise, do you know what? Anana has no presence in goal, but Elise, yeah, well done. This is embarrassing. This is really, really embarrassing. Even Elise's happy. He would celebrate with the manager. Elise's never happy. Mateta's coming off. Now they're bringing on Edouard and they're bringing on Jaro Redevo. They're going easy at Man United now. Oh, yeah, LA Galaxy. Shit, then. Oh, yeah, do you know what? He got an injury in the past couple of years, didn't he? He got a massive injury. That personal trainer must have been shit. I liked Chicharito at West Ham, but every time Chicharito was on the pitch, we would put the ball in the air. Every time Chicharito was off the pitch, we'd play on the floor. That was the main problem under the Bilic era. Like, he didn't really have a game plan for Chicharito or Carroll, which was really annoying at the time. Oh, Evans might have given the ball away there again, but Casemiro's cleared it. This has been a really good stream, by the way. I've enjoyed this, I can't lie. Because we're getting more regulars in the chat, and the best part about streaming that I've discovered is just the chat bouncing off, which gets me to talk about more stuff. Because when my chat wasn't working for that Arsenal-Chelsea game, I was suffering. Watching him run now is funny and sad. Is he not retired yet? I thought he retired. I thought he announced his retirement. Oh, is he back at that Mexican club? He's like Zuma. Oh my god. You know what? Watchalong Bonner. I tweeted this yesterday. Watchalong Bonner against Jackson. Jesus Christ. That was funny and sad at the same time, as you said about Zuma and Hernandez. Like, Bonner, man, he's done. Guys, there's argument with McLaren. I don't know why McLaren's still there. He's at his boyhood club Chivas. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was I think they did a mural for his announcement or something. Sure, that's good. That's when sentiments are good. You could go back to your boyhood club and do all of that. It's like when Cazorla went back to Real Oviedo. There's Elise. Eze straight blocked by the Moroccan guy, Amrabat. Dean Henderson. What is your favorite car? Joe, I don't drive. Uh, I don't really know too much about cars, but I always used to say when I was younger, like a Range Rover, because I wish you just or like a Land Rover. You know, one of them like big cars because they were big. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know because the expensive cars, like the rich people cars, look bare overrated. Because like when I first looked at like a Lamborghini, for example, that is so low down to like get in. You might bang your head every time you get in. Like tall people aren't made for that. Like I don't know too much about cars if I'm being completely honest with you. Uh, that was a game I used to play when I was a kid. Apparently, I used to just spot all the Ford cars because that was like the most popular car. I used to do that when I was a kid. Apparently, according to my mum, that Tronco Chucky Lozano is finished and going to the MLS. Oh, is that Irving Lozano, the right winger? Is he old? Oh fucking hell! I'm getting old if that guy's old. Is that the winger Lozano? I haven't heard of him in ages, man. Wasn't he at Napoli? I do joys. I don't think I watched him enough in real life because I only remember him on FIFA, like the old FIFAs. Man United are fucked. The thing is, this Man United rebuild might be the biggest rebuild ever. If they're serious, they kick out most. They kick out like 90% of the players. Like this rebuild is deep. Wharton to Eze, Casemiro. By the way, I know he's played out of position, but fucking hell, man, this is the worst performance I've ever seen Casemiro play. Yeah, he's a left winger. He plays right winger now. Left Napoli back to PSV. He's 28. Fucking hell, he's 28 now. I remember when he was like a wonder kid and stuff. Well, allegedly a wonder kid. I forgot he was at PSV. Because I just remember him on the old FIFA. He was one of the best cards on FIFA, like FIFA 15, 16, 17, like those days. Fucking hell. 28. I'm 21 this shit. Jesus Christ. I'm getting like too much of an adult to be an adult. Like that's not gonna make any sense, but I don't like it. Oh god. He got let me bring the comment up. He got a head injury versus Trinidad and Tobago. I got knocked unconscious. Also got a knee injury. Jesus Christ, he's been through the rigors. He's been through it. At least he's fine now. Fucking hell, man. It's Dallo, Amrabat. Amrabat giving the ball away. Wharton giving the ball away. Wharton still had a good game. But Wharton hasn't had to do much. Like, legit, yeah. Will Hughes, he's off now for Riedewald, but them two didn't have to do much at all to this game. It's mainly been the wide players and even the defenders there, but this has been one of Nathaniel Klein's probably easiest games in his career. He won't ever admit that, but it probably is. Wan-Bissaka ball in. Munoz has been great. He's my man of the match. Here's Anderson. They're taking the piss now. They're doing tricks and flicks. See if I can change the title. Just to put the score in. Anderson, the ball over the top to Mitchell. Richards, Eze. Casemiro's really struggled with Eze. When they get into the pockets, when they put the three attackers on their centre backs, it's long for them. It's long for them. They just play around in the box. Joy is, I'm trying to figure out this playback app. Now, a lot of people, content creators have got into playback to do like bonus content. I'm figuring out how to use it. And when I figure out how to use it, I will try my best to stream on there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and create an account over the next couple of days to see if I can get a couple followers on there. And we'll see. We'll see if we stream on there. What I'm going to do, I'm definitely going to open up Twitch this year. Especially with all this Kendrick Drake stuff happening. We're just gonna have fun on Twitch. When it comes to Twitch, we're just gonna have fun. Simple as that. One of the fans, by the way, has just trolled the Man United. So they took the throw in and the guy threw an extra ball on the pitch. Mark Gurley's coming on, back from injury. Nathaniel Klein's coming off. Nathaniel Klein, born and bred South London. Yesterday. I can't speak today. Yesterday on FIFA, I lost 7-1 to a guy who was spamming skill moves. Oh shit. 6 goals were in the first half. You're moving like David Moyes. I haven't been to Basildon. Yeah. R.I.P. my nan. She lived in Basildon. Bare bungalows and stuff. Yeah, I went to Basildon. I haven't been there in years though. But I used to go to Basildon like years ago, like every for 3 times a year to like visit my nan and stuff. Yeah, she used to live there. So yeah, I've been Basildon. I don't know too much about the area. I just went to her. I'm pretty sure she lived in Basildon. See, that's like you see places like, but I'm pretty sure James Tompkins is from Basildon. Basildon, that's very like no worries, bro. No worries, just like don't worry about it. No, years ago, man. But Basildon's one of them places where when I say I'm from, where if I was to say to people I'm from Essex, which I'm not, by the way, they would think Basildon, they would think Bexley Heath, they would think Colchester, Chelmsford, all these weird places. No offense if you're from there, if anyone is from there. But I'm not. But I don't count Chadwell Heath as Essex because the London Borough of Redbridge, and there's no orange people here. And when I mean orange people, I mean orange Essex people. So there's more Cockneys here than there is orange Essex people. Like Romford is a bit more. Even Romford's not really Essex to me, but also Romford is a bit more Essex than Chadwell Heath. Like the essence of the atmosphere of it is a bit more Essex. Did you play Division Rivals? I didn't. I actually didn't. I Division Rivals Ultimate Team, right? Like I haven't played Ultimate Team in a while. The last time I took Ultimate Team serious, I'm pretty sure was like FIFA 21, and then I gave up really like 2 months in. But before that, it was probably FIFA. Yeah, it was Ultimate Team. Yeah, I haven't played Ultimate Team in years. The only time I go in there is to play career mode, and career mode shit. FIFA. This is the worst FIFA I've ever played. I don't like Foot Champs too long. I played Foot Champs in 2017. I'm pretty sure that was the first year Foot Champs was out, and I played for like 2 weeks. A guy called Wheatley's come on, and Ahmad has come on for Mount and Hoyland for Man United. Yeah, on FIFA 17 was the last FIFA I enjoyed. Like 2018, I can allow because of the World Cup mode. They didn't do a proper good World Cup mode for FIFA 22 or FIFA 23, whatever it was. But FIFA hasn't been enjoyable for a while. It has not been enjoyable for a while. FIFA 17 was fun. Um, when they did the journey, I actually enjoyed the journey, but the problem is with the journey, it's not like the NBA games where like I don't know, there's a bit more detail and there's one storyline for everyone. Like you can choose a little bit parts of the storylines in on the journey when like Alex Hunter and all that. If you guys remember Alex Hunter, Gareth Walker, Williams, the sister that nobody asked for in the storyline. When when all of that was happening, um, I was enjoying FIFA a little bit, and the journey was a good concept, but it needed a bit more editing. And the problem is that it only lasted 3 years. After that, they didn't replace it with anything really. They didn't really replace it with anything. So that's what killed it for me. If Palace keep Eze and Elise next season, do you think they finish higher than us? Yes. Because Paquetá will go. I know Paquetá's been shit like past few months, but we haven't won without him. I'm gonna have to replace. Like, I don't think people understand the rebuild that we have on our hands. I'm gonna quickly list you. So we need a right back. We need one or two centre backs. We need a left back because unless Cresswell stays, which he shouldn't. If regardless, we would need a left back regardless because he's not good enough to keep up with Emerson. Alvarez and Downs would be the number sixes. If Downs goes, we need another number six. Ward-Prowse and Souček is the number eights. We need another number eight. We need Souček gone, need another number eight. Whether you dislike Ward-Prowse or Souček, whatever. Even if you like both of them, we need another number eight. We need a number 10 because Paquetá's gone and Kudus can play Cam. But as you just said there, Fuego. And yes, he does need to pass the ball more, but we need another number 10 regardless. And then we need another right winger to compete with Bowen. We need another left winger, and if Cornet goes, we need two left wingers, and we need a striker. We literally need a player in nearly every position on the pitch. Chadwell Heath is near Ilford, which is East London. I agree. That's the thing. Like, there was a big argument in school because I went to school in Ilford anyway, and like Gants Hill, Ilford, whatever, Seven Kings ish. It was in between all the areas, and it was always a debate whether it was East London or not. But and I always got told by my mum it's like outskirts of East. But these are London boroughs. There's red buses. I've been to other parts of Essex. Yeah, there's no red buses. There's no red buses. Like red buses is East London. Metropolitan is East London. Like there's always a big debate. Obviously, if Kudus can play cam, he's gonna have to pass the ball more. Yeah, he does have to pass the ball more. But I always used to say like when I stopped saying I'm from Essex, yeah. Obviously in school everyone knows where you're from because like in my school everyone was from Redbridge. So even though the school was in Ilford and I'm from Chadwell Heath, like everyone like you didn't have to explain where you were from in school because everyone went because it's local, whatever. Not local to me, but local to the Redbridge area. In college, I went college in Shoreditch. So there was people that were actually traveling further from me. There was people that I don't know what part of Essex it was, but there was people from Essex in my class. There was people from Essex in my college. So when I say I'm from Essex as well, when I actually tell them where I'm from, it's not really Essex. Like it's not really Essex to them. But to people that are deep in East London, sometimes it's not East London to them either. When I say I'm from East London as well, Isaiah and Elise are off. That's how you know Palace are taking a piss. I don't understand UK when it comes to this. Yeah, do you know what? UK has a lot of outskirts places where it's like you're kind of in this place, kind of in that place. I don't know how to explain it, but I've just grown up here. But yeah, when I go into college to start explaining where you're from, I say, "Oh, I'm from Chadwell Heath." They don't know where that is because some of these people are coming from South London. They're coming from Essex. They're coming from other places which are far. places that I don't even know what part of the country it's in. I don't know how south it is of whatever, and some of them coming from North London, so none of them know what Chadwell Heath is. So if I say, "Oh, do you know Romford?" they don't know where it is. So I have to say, "You know Dagenham?" Yeah, I'm next to that. Mile End is East London. Mile End is definitely East London. I've got friends from Mile End. Mile End is like that. That shouldn't even be a debate. That like if people debate Mile End as East London, like that's not East London. I don't understand. I get it, back in the day, if you look at the history, even of West Ham, like Canning Town and all that, used to be Essex, and like that's how like you if you watch one of them old like West Ham Millwall stories or whatever, they'll tell you that. But now, if we're talking now in the present day in 2024, where it's not black and white world anymore, that didn't mean to rhyme like that. But those places are not Essex now. Like Redbridge to me is very very east. You guys have counties, yeah. Essex is a county. I think Essex is a county. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Essex is a county. But if you hear like the way I speak, I don't think I have an accent. But I don't have an accent that's like East London or Essex, so I can't really differentiate myself from like any other person. So it takes long to explain to people where I'm from that I'm not from either, well, not from East London. And I'm also like some people consider like Newham and Dagenham and Barking. Like Barking might be a little bit more Essex, like that might be a little bit more Essex, but like I even don't consider Barking like Essex really like that. Um, but I think if you got to claim as a part of Redbridge as East London, you got to claim the whole Redbridge as East London, in my opinion. Like I don't come across many people that like talk the Essex way. I've been to like I've got friends that live in different parts of like Essex, and I can tell it's Essex because of the way people look and the way people talk and stuff. But people don't talk like that around here. People don't talk like that at Redbridge. I've been here all my life. I just hear normal voices. You know, none of that weird Essex stuff. And also, when you say you're from Essex, the only what is the first thing when people say you're from Essex? They think of the only way is Essex. They think of that Towie show. So Essex has already got a bad name anyway. So even if you're from Essex, you might want to say you're from somewhere else anyway. And if people want to debate and be about, oh, that's Essex, look up Chadwell Heath, London Borough of Redbridge. What type of accent is the Hamish chap forum have? I don't know what I don't know where Gonzo's from. Gio's from Scotland. I don't know where Gonzo's from. Like I don't know what part of East or he might be from Essex. I can't tell specifically what area it is because it's all like close together. Like for example, like Mile End doesn't have its own accent. Like Plaistow doesn't have its own accent. Custom House doesn't have its own accent. No wonder, lol, Geo sounds weird. Yeah, Geo's from Scotland, man. I really don't like Essex, neither do I, man. Neither do I. I really don't. When I go to Essex, I'm thinking, why am I here? Why am I here? Like, Lakeside, if you guys know Lakeside, Lakeside is Essex. That's Essex. That's not East London. Like, there's Essex people around there. Like, Grays and all them areas. When I think of Scotland, I think of Paul Craig accent, UFC fighter. I don't know what he sounds like. Ball into the box. It could have been 5 there. Reed of old. Edward. Oh, it could be 5-0. Wan-Bissaka interception. It could have been worse for Man United. Like, Man United have been dominated anyway. It could have been worse. It honestly could have been worse. But yeah, because my mum told me it was like outskirts of London, and like in the post you get like Essex letters and stuff. Like if I'm ordering stuff online, I can put it as Essex or East London. That's how close it like borderline it is. So like, it doesn't affect anything. Oh, kind of like Moyes, but more accent. Yeah, Moyes. Because Moyes have been here a long time. Moyes have been in this country for a long time, so he's kind of lost the accent a bit. Oh, it's nearly 5-0. Oh, it's been cleared. Yeah, but my mum always used to tell me that um, outskirts of London, so I would just say I'm from Essex. And technically, it is outskirts, yeah. But if I'm going off red buses, the way people sound, Metropolitan, and the way people look and stuff, it's London. It's East London anyway. And people, Man United are through here. They could score with this Wheatley guy. Mitchell, great tackle. Um, what type of accent does Kane have? I've heard him on Hot Ones. Or Harry Kane? Harry Kane's from. I think Harry Kane's from Chingford. Like I can't tell what accent he has. He just has a weird voice. Like Harry Kane just has a very weird voice. But he's from Chingford. I think. I think that's like borderline east. Borderline like east, like in between East and North London. I think that's where it crossed overs. Harry Kane, where's he from? From Walthamstow. Walthamstow. Wait, Walthamstow, is that? That's Waltham Forest. So Waltham Forest, that's it borders Chingford, Snaresbrook, and South Woodford. Okay, South Woodford's east, but Leighton and Leytonstone are east, but it's kind of where east and north kind of cross over, kind of. I think. But yeah, it's one of them weird areas. Edward hit the poster. That was close. Like I can't lie. For the second half, I've just been talking to you lot. I haven't been watching the game. But yeah, even when I'm ordering stuff, it doesn't affect the postcode or anything. Like, because some people even talk about like postcode, like, oh, your postcode's this. It's not E. It's not. It doesn't begin with E or whatever. Yeah. So like a lot of it doesn't make sense though. Like some places are not in Southwest London that are Southwest London postcode. Like people focus on postcode too much. Like E could be Essex. E could be East. Like just because it's not Bow E3 or whatever, it doesn't mean it's not East London. It's just not the. It's just not the main part of East London. Like it's not Hackney or Shoreditch or anything like that, or like Bow, as I said, or Stratford, because that's like proper East. But like Hackney, Wick, and all that. But it's not proper East. But it's. I'm claiming it as East. So I don't. I will never ever say I'm from Essex ever again. Dagenham has always been East to me, but yeah. 2 minutes left of the game, and it looks like Man United are going to get beat 4-0. I've already done 2 videos today, so I'm not going to do a match reaction to this game. I'll have match reactions and after the watchalongs tomorrow for the Champions League games. So Evans to Ericsson. They can get the ball into Jordan. Are you here? Oh, here's Jordan. Are you slipped? Are you deflected straight into Anana? Oh no no no! It's Ericsson. All right, be 7:45 again, guys, for Tuesday and Wednesday for both Champions League watch-alongs. We'll have fun just like this. We'll talk about random shit. We'll probably end up talking about anything. As long as everyone is there, be there 7:45. Do not miss the watch-alongs. Join me in these Champions League games because I need the chat. But yeah, thank you guys for dipping into this one as well. As soon as this game ends, I'm gonna end the stream. Can't believe Man United got bad like this, but at the same time, expected Palace to win. And it's full time. Crystal Palace 4, Manchester United 0. Manchester United have conceded 81 goals. Fucking hell. Highest goal total since 77 apparently. But yeah, leave a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Road to 500 subscribers is on. We're trying to get to 300 as well. 300 is nearly there, and then we'll get to 500. Would you do Euro predictions? Sure, I'll do that. End of season, I'm gonna do that. End of the season, I'll do that. Yeah, I will see you guys later, guys. Goodbye.